What's up, everyone? It's Diecastbuffet here again with one of the coolest diecasts of 2025, in my opinion. The progressive Martinsville race win for Denny Hamlin. This thing has got a ton of race wear on it, man. And before we start this diecast review, Sports Center is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Let's go ahead and hop to it, fellas. And here we go, fellas. Diecast review underway. And I tell you what, the moment they announced that Denny Hamlin was going to be sponsored by Progressive, I thought it was like, whoa, really? That's pretty cool because, you know, they've been around for so long. You see a lot of advertisements with sports. So it's cool to see them in NASCAR. Now, they were with Ryan Newman, I think it was like 2018, 2019, 2020, give or take. So this wasn't really their first endeavor into the sport, but their first full-on adventure. So this official name for it is just Progressive Martinsville Win. It's got a ton of dirt and grime built up on it as Martinsville, for whatever reason, with the next gen car, it just cakes the door panels with rubber. So that's pretty cool to see. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it out of the box. And here we go, folks. Diecast out of the box. And as I told you, there is a lot of rubber built up in dirt and grime on this car. I'm gonna get my light adjusted real quick for y'all fellas. So here's a very cool paint scheme because it's kind of old school, where it's just a simple one color design with a little bit of graphics. You have the Progressive logo there, and it kind of wraps underneath the headlights there, which is, it's very simplistic, and honestly I really like it. And I could kind of see this paint scheme in a weird way on a late 2000s Nextel Cup car. I don't know why, but I could see, like, obviously the number placement, but I feel like it would fit in with the late 2000s for me. So I'm going to throw the windscreen here, and this thing's a little bit slanted. I don't know if that's real to the actual car or not. I'm going to assume it is because the bottom print looks accurate. So maybe it actually is a little bit curved on the windshield print. Who knows? Got Toyota there, Hamlin. Got a Progressive logo there. Camry on the front end. You can see that dirt and grime very nice above the white portion of the front end. It's a little bit harder to see with the blue. Got Joe Gibbs Racing there. Sunoco on both sides. Got some scrapage, some dirt and grime. The splitter, cool enough, let me show you, is actually carbon fiber wrapped. I actually did the decal wrap for it, so that is a nice touch. On the traditional non-raced version diecasts, they usually just have the standard gloss black decal. Go to the left side of the diecast, and this is my favorite part of this, this raced win, is the side panels. And honestly, any diecast, or you could make any diecast really from the entire field of Martinsville with the next gen era, at least the last few years, and every single raced version would have this dirt and grime effect on the side. I mean, literally, you'll just be seeing cars running for 20th place, 15th place, etc., and the whole door numbers caked in dirt and grime, which is pretty cool. And this one might have been washed off a little bit because, they're celebrating around the car with the, what is it, Gatorade or champagne. I don't even know what the heck they use half the time. Got spark clips there with Mobile One on the rocker box. You can see the little exhaust flames kind of burnt a little bit of the wrap. Got a Progressive there. At least they used the whole side panel. I'll give them props for that. They could have just done something very simplistic, but no, they said, we're going to use the whole side panel. So Progressive. You can see a ton of shadowing around the blue. I'm trying to get a good camera angle on it for y'all so you can really see, but the blue, it kind of blends in, but there is a ton of detail to this car. I mean, look at it right here. I think there was some fire inside the car after the burnout. I could be tripping on that. It looks like 2 burn marks there, so that's pretty cool. Got Goodyear Cup Series. It looks like the fender well is a little bit, or it's supposed to be mimicking it being dented, possibly, or maybe they screwed up. I don't know, because you can see the Goodyear logo. It looks symmetrical on both sides, but it's a little off for where it normally is. So maybe both sides had a dent in it, so they made it artificially look like it's bent. Got Denny Hamlin's signature there. Yahoo. Got National Debt Relief. On the B post, you have Toyota, Kings Hawaiian, Coca-Cola, Interstate Batteries, and Joe Gibbs Racing. You have your one race win sticker. And go over to the back panel of the car. Another nice detail is the white line that they put on the cars for the spoiler bracket area. They were I guess they were getting creative with it, quote unquote, and they said, okay, no more of that. We're going to put a bold white line there so you can't, mess with the car and try to put some parts there or, hide things there. So you'll notice out in a lot of the paint schemes, they'll have like a random white line or a colored line there to help with the R&D side of it, so to speak, to keep them in the play box. Got the number 11 there, Toyota the back bumper, Mobile One with the Progressive logo, or one of the Progressive logos. You can see just a nice haze of dirt and grime on the back panel. A lot of beating, banging, apparently, I guess, because you can see the Toyota logo has some scrapage. Go right side of the diecast, and I wasn't kidding when I said the whole side panel, again, caked in that dirt. Build up, the marbles, they come off the tires and they scatter across the track, and then they just inevitably bounce up and scrape the side of the car. So you get a ton of detail. Now, if you're curious, did they make the standard Progressive car? Well, they have not in terms of the Gold Series. At the time of this video, I don't know if they're going to be making it in the Authentics line. I will say, though, if they don't, it would be a shame because it's one of the more, in my opinion, one of the coolest new paint schemes of 2025 is the Progressive Denny Hamlin partnership, especially since he won in it. And the fact that they made the raced version but not the clean one is a little bit perplexing. Now this, for historical context, it was before the MOQ change, so perhaps if they would have, restarted the MOQ process maybe late 2025, it probably would have gotten made. Top of the car here, you have the number 11. I love the roof rails, how it kind of blends in. Really nice aesthetic there. Got Progressive on the deck lid. On the deck lid. And then on the roof, got the Hamlin on the back window with the little window drakes. And then you have kind of a bootleg contingency panel on the trunk, because why not? And if you're curious, the other side of the spoiler and the rear side of the spoiler. So, awesome diecast right here, guys. Get it while you can over there at Circle Diecast. Have no idea how many they're making of this car. Again, the Progressive cars seem to be pretty popular. Just, they didn't make the 164 edition of it, which maybe they had enough pre-orders for it, or maybe it was going to get made and they said, you know what, we're going to shelf it. We're going to put it on the NASCAR Authentics exclusive line. I have no idea if that's going to bear any fruit. I mean, they already announced, Winter Circle Wave 1 2025, so the Authentics line is still going, apparently. But that would be interesting if the clean version didn't make it there. Thank you all for watching the video. If you want to help support the channel, make sure to tap in over there at Circle B and use the promo code. You don't have to, fellas, but hey, it helps you save on shipping. I'm going to show another diecast here real quick before we log off. How about this paint scheme here? Joey Logano Shell Pennzoil 22 Darlington throwback. Very cool piece. They got a ton of great diecasts over there that pretty much recently released the last month and a half. It's probably almost 40 or 50 different 164s. So if you're looking for some 164s, there are so many great raced wins, Darlington throwbacks, patriotic cars, alternate paint schemes, all three series, a ton to choose from. And with 2026, if they keep the MOQ system how it's going, we could see almost double the amount of cars produced in 2026 compared to 2025, maybe even higher than that. That's how insane the 164 approval numbers have been in terms of production. So we'll see how that one goes. Thank you all for watching the video. Have a blessed one, everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe. Diecastbuffet signing off.